Hello, hello, hello. Is my mic working? You can say that it's working by comment down below. Let's check my layout. It could have some improvement, you know, but I'll let it slide for now. And I also changed my stream title a bit, so if there's any Vietnamese, they can speak Vietnamese freely here. Let's run it. And if anyone catch my drift, they can, you know, I'll wait for everyone to jump in first, though, because it would take a while for everyone to get the notification. We just started, so we can start whenever. Yeah, we can start whenever, man. Like, we can start. Even though there's nobody, but I should keep mentioning it. And while we start, why wouldn't we go over some, you know, like I need to change the message a bit. Oh fuck, no, not like that. That would do for now. I don't know. Just have some interaction, you know. Stuff is working. Let's do some great try, you know. Last time I kinda play OMS in you know, TNO and stuff, but that turns out to be quite controversial, so why don't we just flip it a bit? And this time there's actually something that I want to share with you. Just hold on. No, not like this. Another window. Just put it down. Put it down. And once again, I always respond to, you know, comments in chat. I'll bet my English needs a little bit improvement, but I always try to improve myself. It's just my mentality. Yeah, this one. Hold on.
Now, you may recall that about 2.5 weeks into Russia's invasion.
Why can I load this fucking website? Hello? Haven't connected my VPN. Oh, OBS just got disconnected. Alright, maybe we are getting ourselves back from track, you know. Alright, so with that being said, It's been like a month since the war started, right? But what's this? The Russians may have achieved their goals after all. So let's just read through this, you know. The gist is Ukraine kind of, you know, hold a peace deal, talk with Russia and Turkey once again. I mean, not once again, but it's just Turkey now. It's like the fourth peace deal already. But they are finally concluding to, you know, an end to all of this. So I'm really glad for Ukraine, you know. They got their peace, but they lost some lands afterward. So it would be considered their defeat. But who knows? As long as you know, human lives don't suffer anymore, I'm all up for it. I mean, Ukraine will give up its NATO ambition, you know. It's like one focus tree being removed from their shit already. Just to an event like this, you know. Lost all the access to that focus tree. I don't know what's up with the EU though. Maybe Ukraine will still join EU, but maybe the Russians just don't care about it. I hope. I mean, NATO will not guarantee to give in the future, so we'll see if the Western media are gonna have a spin about this. And in the future, I mean, that's something I would like to address as well because I just returned from a vacation, so I could, in the future, post a video about my vacation and vlogs after all, if that format is okay with you, with all of you. Yeah, join my stream and have a chat, you know. A lot of you are also entertaining, and I would like to spice it up a bit, you know. You could send me your deepest meme and I will regret it. I just regret my voice because I still need a lot of improvement about my stream. My mic could be a problem because it's pretty static at times. Yeah, and this war kind of tells us a lot about, you know, truth and stuff. I mean, it exposed us to many different view sides after all. Why, you know, the Western being exposed to the Eastern side of view and the East being exposed to the Western side of view. So everyone can have a gain about this. It's just there's a lot of memes, you know, a lot of memes coming out from this world, for example. This a really funny meme, I would say. The tanks gotta have, like, you know, those kind of to like to counter the javelin missiles from Ukraine that comes from, you know, up on the skies. They invented some kind of space armor like this, but it would turn to be, you know, ineffective because, you know, the missile would have a fuse, and the force would, you know, pierce right through the slope armor. I mean, not the slope armor, but the space armor. So it turns out to be really inefficient. You know, seeing some comics make about this, just really funny. But you know, if I remember any more memes, I would share with you. And if you have any memes, please share with me too, because we're trying to be entertained around here.
Invasion and bombing of Ukraine, there were intense battles over the control of territory surrounding several nuclear reactors, including the infamous Chernobyl site. And the world held its breath, if you recall, as it was suspected either gunfire or even Russian troops themselves would trigger a radiation leak or even worse, a nuclear explosion.
So I would say chances for Stalker 3, the sequel, could be, really high based on this.
Now, some military experts said at the time it may well be a deliberate strategy to ensure the Ukrainian president agreed to a surrender right away. Well, the Times reports today that whatever the intended strategy was or is, the capture of the Chernobyl reactor has backfired terribly on those Russian troops assigned to that district. Soldiers are pulling out of the area after suffering acute radiation sickness from stupidly digging trenches in contaminated soil. A significant...
Alright, I have to laugh at this one. That's so funny, like, holy shit. Like, they dig trenches and stuff in the radiation area, like, what were they thinking? That's just funny to me.
Significant trench network was forwarded.
I mean, it could work both ways, you have your tactical, advantage, but what's the price for all this? Maybe it would be short-lived for the soldiers,
in what's known as the Red Forest, which is a highly toxic area adjacent to the reactor. And they named the forest red because that's the colour the trees turned after absorbing so much radiation. 7 full busloads of Russian soldiers reportedly arrived at a radiation hospital in Belarus this week after weeks working in the contaminated forest without any anti-radiation equipment at all. One worker at the plant described the decision to base Russian soldiers.
No anti-radiation equipment, but I have to take my words for this because it's Sky News and they kind of got biased to the West. But who knows? It's just really funny to me if there wasn't any radiation equipment.
In the
as if they haven't planned all this through,
forest as just suicidal. Another example of how unprepared and inept the Russian military has been through this entire invasion. NATO now estimates that more than 15,000 Russian troops have been killed so far in this war.
20,000. It could be a number.
Look, we'll discuss later whether Russia's doing this out of necessity because they really can't keep up their push towards Kyiv.
Yeah. So, I forgot to do this, but hello everyone. Hello friends. It's your favorite neighborhood Vietnamese here, back at it with another video or a stream today. But war review everyone. Let's see.
But
that's the Ukrainian peace talk with Russia is what I mean.
It seems as if, are we to read this as some sort of progress?
Well, both sides seem to think there is some progress. I would say this, Chuck, any peace deal in any conflict is born out of necessity, unless one side kind of wins outright, if you like. Inevitably, there are compromises. The big question, I think, tonight is whether the compromises that were talked about in the building behind me here for just 4 hours today, they came prepared and they walked out with proposals. But whether those compromises are going to be agreed to, one thing I would point to, for example, just as a hurdle, the chief negotiator from the Russian side talked about taking the proposals back to President Putin. So clearly President Putin is going to have to agree anything that's agreed here, and we don't know if he'll do that. There is talk from the Russian side that President Putin and President Zelensky might now meet in person, and that would be progress. On the Ukrainian side,
this video is a little bit late. I mean, not late, but kind of early because it's 30 March, and they kind of got their peace deal together. Is what I meant.
They are talking about what they would like to see, and they are talking about this new security framework where NATO countries like the US, UK, even Turkey here would guarantee their security. it raises so many questions. But just think about this, Chuck. Before these talks started, the Ukrainian side was suggesting that they wouldn't eat anything, drink anything, or touch any surfaces for fear they might be poisoned. According to the Ukrainian side, there wasn't even a
Well, I would say reasonable.
handshake at the beginning of the talks. So
Wow.
a little bit of trust has been born of the two sides facing each other and talking here in Turkey, and that I think everybody thinks is some progress.
Some progress, but I mean a lot of progress if you're talking about now. So, is there anyone in the stream who would like to have some talk? I should turn a lot of this off. I might try to improve my stream more in the future. If you have any suggestion, you might send it to me. And I shall continue on. Maybe it's time to have some gameplays of House of Iron 4. This is just the word in general. In 2000, I just started my game, and I chose Ukraine because why not? We liked ourselves a little bit of challenge. Maybe we could this isn't politically motivated because I'm out for both sides. I'm just a Vietnamese living in here, and we are pretty neutral, as we can say. But first, yo DJ, let's hit the music. We just need to wait for a bit. My laptop is weird. Alright, let's hit the music. Oh, hello. There we go. Alright, us Vietnamese here are pretty neutral. According to this mod, apparently. But we are also really neutral in real life. Hello. Please load. DJ, you need some coffee, man. You cannot sleep on the work like this. And it's also just my personality to be honest with you all. I would like to say. Turn down the volume a bit and let's hit it. So we are playing Ukraine now. Why? Because I like to give myself a challenge, and it's a rare thing. I mean, it's a common thing for Russia in any mod to have like a big focus tree, And in this mod, they actually do. It's like they do actually have a lot of focus, But unfortunately, in this mod in Ukraine, we also have a big focus tree. And there's some EU stuff involved. I would say it's even bigger than Russia, right? It's very big. And we can have like this related ideology focus tree. We can be a nationalist right here, and or we could be communist, right? It is communist. Still nationalist, but this is also nationalist, but it's just maybe different flavors of nationalism. Who knows? We can have a bit over here. I don't know. We could. I haven't watched a little bit. I haven't checked this a bit, but we could just go with it, just to see how it is like. And I have to apologize as well because I got busy as of recently with my project, so I haven't have the chance to stream or make a video. Oh, this could be the rejoin Russia kind of deal, but we don't want to do that because it's lame. I mean, it could be a war in the future. Why just join with Russia? It's just pretty weird to me. Unless you could control Russia in the future, I would say. Not as Ukraine, but Russia, right? It's just better if you can do that. And this line is kind of mutually exclusive with this and with this. So we could join the Baltic, we could join the NATO, or rejoin the Russia. I mean, not the Russia, but Russia. I have to respect them. We could join the Russia. There I say it again. Russia, or we could join NATO, or we could join Baltic. Who knows? Baltics seems a bit interesting for me though, because who knows? We never seen any of Baltic stuff in the real world. Could be a resurgence of that. So that could be something. We have to go one of these first. But we need to complete the autofocus tree. I don't know, where should we start? This mod seems, a bit overwhelming for me. The policies of the EU are determined by the Union's values, objectives and principles. Because the EU started as an economic community, the economic policy is still an important area. I mean, we need to focus our economy at first, because it's the early game, and that's all I know about the early game of Hoi 4. I'm not an Hoi 4 expert or anything. Economic policy is an important area in the EU. In keeping with its value, the EU seeks to promote the well-being, security and interests of the citizen. The EU, the EU wishes to keep the economy stable and competitive. The EU tries to reform itself. We could join the EU and be the fashion leader. I don't know if that's possible for Ukraine, but still a interesting prospect, if you say. And also, I just need a little bit of this. Just a little bit. Hang with me, everyone. I need to do a little bit of stuff. Join me in the chat. Just chat whenever you like, as long as it isn't spam. I accept any of the comments. Let's see if anyone's gonna join us. But I need to do something first. Alright, maybe we can start now. Let's check. Let's check Millennium Dawn's focus tree. Ukraine got a little bit of uptick in weapons. Oh hey, hello, and welcome to the stream, Tomato 420. I know you're from the Discord server of Room 1, but I don't know your YouTube name, what might be referencing to. But still, hello and welcome to the stream. Yes, I am indeed a cat, a Viet Cong cat, if you will. Or I could be any other country because I'm open-minded compared to a lot of people. And welcome to the stream. Hope you have a good time. Just chat away. Or subscribe if you would like, because it would give a notification and I will shout you out. For tanks warfare, Ukraine has a lot of stuff again. They need a bit of improvement in the artillery section. Who knows? And for Navy, they don't have anything to speak of. A little bit of helicopter, but not much. Some aircraft, not good. But bombers. This could be something. And what kind of bomber is this? Some transport. It's just some transport, not a bomber. We could work ourselves on research speed first, because always need to improve that. You was interested in this game. Hoi 4 is really interesting, but it could be overwhelming for new players, It's just I'm also new and I like to learn, but so it's kind of interesting to go into this blindly without any knowledge, because you can learn with the chat, and the chat could have a bit of entertaining for me, like they can guide me to stuff like that. And that I just received a notification, someone just subscribed, and thanks Tomato 420 for subscribing. Love to see you on the stream and chat. Have a chat with me anytime you would like. Thanks for subscribing. 100% railway construction speed. That could be really helpful in the future. I would say it's like a must-get. We could go with some construction speed. And a lot of things have been open for this mod. For normal Hoi 4, you just have this kind of section, right? But we can see there's a lot of stuff added with this mod. So hi for that. I don't know what we can do though, because it's all the nuclear and space technology. And we have the space technology, we have satellites and stuff. So it could be interesting to work with, Although I have no idea about that for now. But we'll go to that just to see what we can do. And I did a little bit of work to improve my new virtual models. So it could respond to a lot of things like headbanging like this, Let's go with more construction, research speed. And that is over for now. Every, early Hoi 4 game, you need to set up all of this. We could put it on here. Let's have a little bit of training for them. Let's put our Ukrainian pilots on a little bit of exercise. For factories, let's see. Obviously, we need to build more civilian fighter is. Just need to check the resource mode. We could build here in the center, even it would be fine, or nearing the Caspian Sea. No, not the Caspian Sea, but the Black Sea. I always got that confused. And you know, I'm a new virtual YouTuber, but what can you say? I'm learning stuff. So you would have to bear with me sometimes. Build some of that. What should we train? We gotta see. I'm all new to all of this, just a reminder. There's some difference between light infantry and infantry. Probably. No, it's like a militia, but it's just light infantry. They need a bit of equipment, it seems. I don't know, I might go with just light infantry. Nothing much to, you know, learn. I just put a special things to it. For infantry, I remember this like the symbol. I remember this like a tank, or just you know, stuff in general. Like this symbol is like tank, and this like tank, but heavy armor. For infantry, might we just go with this? I'm not that fancy about, you know, insignia and stuff, but that's what I'm you know, guessing. I need to have a bit of width, maybe to 18, right? It's 18 like the beta. We'll get that sorted later. Just put it there and some division. Assign it, you know. My computer could be laggy at times as well, so bear with me. Again, I have no idea who's any of them, you know. I have no idea who they are. Maybe someone can point me out. Who knows? I still need a bit. I still need to learn a bit about Ukrainian history. Like for Ukraine, I just have no idea, you know. It's like an Eastern European country, and I only know a lot about Western European countries, as I read about that a lot. And Yugoslavia is still a thing in 2000, and there's some you know, uprising in Kosovo, and they're dealing with that. But in the future, maybe Yugoslavia is no more, just like in our timeline. Let's just assign this. But this dude looking really confident. What he's good at? He's good at everything. A little bit of armor. So we should assign armor to that guy. This guy is really good. But you know, when you know, if Zelensky could be a world leader, if Zelensky could be Ukrainian leader in the future, I cannot tell. Or if he can be a field marshal, because he's quite OP in our real timeline. So who knows? we have to. I'm still assigning for now. Just figure out the hotkeys for that. Like assign this to this guy and for infantry, maybe another guy. This guy can handle infantry for now. For all the tanks you need to move it to this guy. Move it here and a lot of stuff being done for now. That one looks fine. If you're interested in this game, Tomato, you can get it in a discount, and you know, for the DLC it could be expensive, but you have the options to pirate it. If you don't want to support the devs, of course, just don't do that. That's what I did. And let's assign our armies just right in Russia border, and there we go. Although we could have a little bit of different strategy, not just assigning our units to the border. Like we could assign our units to the, you know, rivers. But I will have to deal with that later. Still a bit laggy. Like, hello. Maybe I need to reduce my graphics quality a bit. I just don't want to, you know, because that would not display the custom models that this mod have added. Hello. Let's see what do we have here. For trade, Congo kind of exported a lot of stuff. And we are also buying from Russia. Or do we? And this is like gold, I think. Yeah, precious metal is like gold. Again, if I can. Oh, there we go. Let's just see what we can produce out of this. Maybe we need a bit of infantry, small arms. But we just don't have the fighters for that, apparently. We are building a lot of planes for some reason. I just let it slide for now. Maybe just keep that. No. Let's see our decision. We got Ukraine is a young country. She has gone through many things in her life. She is in turmoil and starting to push towards the brink. Russian speakers in the east talk of sedition. Those in the west wish to seek ties with Europe. And you know, the Orange Revolution is gonna occur soon, I think. The country is on edge, and these coming days will define a country and a people. And that is basically the Orange Revolution, I think. We could support the campaign sending the National Guard. Maybe just to, you know, not do the campaign at all. We can have elections, we can have some threshold to it. There's some terms limit to our leaders. And now it's just like 2. I would say 2 is a reasonable number. Pro-Western propaganda campaign, emerging outlook, non-aligned. What should we go with? I mean, I think I'm gonna go with Baltic, you know, because that sounds a bit interesting, and I'm all up for interesting stuff. But if you have any recommendation, please let me know. Maybe I need to change my stream title a bit just to let everyone know that I'm playing Millennium Dawn. You know, it's a kind of hard for us Vietnamese to spell Millennium, but I managed to do it. Alright, maybe the stream title is changed for now. So we are playing Ukraine in Millennium Dawn, Hearts of Iron 4. And in the future I could have a video explaining how I mod AoE2 and stuff. I have a bit of topics to cover, and someone have been requesting me. But for now I just want to, you know, relax and play with Hearts of Iron 4 again. Although I'm quite of a boomer, you know, you have to excuse me for that. Just saying what we should do with Ukraine for now, as I want to go to the Baltics part. And I don't know whether or not we should go with maybe we should go with Western, so we could have both Baltic and Western on our side. Maybe. Right, that's my plan anyways. Just let the time run for now. The economy is one of the most important parts of a nation. Investing money here can cause the economy to be bolstered where we need it the most. And there could be an economic, you know, mechanic in this mod. Kind of like in the New Order. So I would have to see that first. We have no idea for now. And we need to assign some of this, but we haven't got the points for it. Oh, hello. What are the Russians doing here? I would like to question. This is looking kind of suspicious. Just let the time flow for now. That Russians division is looking kind of suspicious. We could have some interest rate. We could have a bit of our interest rate, and interest rise above 15%, our economy will begin to slow down, suffer from adverse effect. Everything needs some moderation. Yeah, if they got invested a lot into all of us, Like if they manage to invest a lot into us, then we can pay our debt. That's all. Right. And we must not let our debts exceed our income. That's all there is to it. Interest is like 3% right now. Debt is at critical level, I think. Above 50% would be at critical level. So I need to think a bit about this. More than 10 might give us. Interest rate is just 3% for now, not much. But our debt is still growing high. That's the problem. This would reduce our GDP, but temporarily boost our construction speed. We could lease industrial complex, like ask other nations to build, to invest a lot of industrial equipment to us. But that would pay some expenses. That is looking kind of dangerous, you know. We don't want to choose that. Maybe we don't want to do anything as of now. Our nation is just in a lot of debt. We also have the EU mechanic over here. Euroscepticism, also known as EU skepticism, means criticism of the European Union. Oh, maybe I need to change my stream a bit. Wait a minute. Like we can search for Millennium Dawn. I need to change my, I think, our thumbnail a bit. And it's such a shame that I haven't made a thumbnail for my video just yet. Maybe I just remove it and there we go. That would be a decision. Just remove the thumbnail. We could bear with me. This getting out of hand. The chat is looking kinda weird right now, but I have to deal with that later, I think. Just save this. Put it in here, I think. Sorry for changing stuff in the middle of the stream like this, but it has to be done. There we go. That should be our thumbnail. And let's see, EU tutorial, go. The EU tutorial has moved to the scripted on top of decision tab. Okay. There should be some revolt in the future. New mechanics for Ukraine. Ukraine is an interesting country to play as in the timeline of Millennium Dawn. However, there are some important notes to consider when playing to the tree. There are two main variables counters that are extremely important to Ukraine. Stability of a regime, SOR for short, and chance of revolt, COR for short. Stability of regime, SOR, is different from the normal stability on the top of the street. It is entirely unique to Ukraine, and it's meant to mark the progression over in the next 5 to 10 years, you know, the Orange Revolution. A transition towards the eventual war in the Donbass. Most effects in the focus tree and events in general will make use of this new mechanic in the effort of integrate decision much heavier into the tree and the player's playstyle. I wonder what they meant with that. You can use this as a style of currency. In the fashion, you can utilize it to lower the chance of revolt counter, COR. So you can use a revolt like a currency. Weird. And hello Fred, welcome to the stream. I don't know what did you say there in Russia, but I welcome all of you to the stream, and I'm just playing Ukraine for now, and I might play Russia in the future, but we'll have to see about that. I would up to anything, you know, but Ukraine is like an interesting topic, so I just choose that. I'm pretty neutral to all this. Lower the chance of revolt. Chance of revolt, on the other hand, display just that. And if you subscribe to our channel, to my channel, there will be a notification, and I will shout you out. Chance of revolt, on the other hand, display just that. If you once you reach 15, a mission will trigger that can cause the war on Donbass. Interesting. We are already 9, so we need to do something about that. It is important to attempt to maintain this variable as much as you can, or you might have a civil war. Alright. We might need to do something about that for now. Like right away. We need like some stability to activate this, and oh, we can just straight up remove the core, but we need some SOR first for that. But for now we just can send in the National Guard, or maybe do this. We could increase the SOR, but this would raise the revolt chance. I don't know if I should do that, but maybe I can just crush them with my, you know, troops. Or whatever floats my boat. Maybe we need to open some trade. That's just not an option for now. What do I think about Donbass? I have no idea, but I think it's there's some kind of Nazis in Ukraine, but they are just like a little, you know. This is controversial, but so I just won't talk about it. It's just I have to watch my word in YouTube. That's all I meant. If I talk about it, YouTube will censor me. Or should I talk about anything about, you know, pro-Ukraine and stuff? I should avoid that as well. But for now, we're just gonna have fun with the whole thing, you know. Maybe just comment on, you know, the game instead of real politics for now. But I kinda did a little section on the earlier of the stream addressing the situations. And it's good to Ukraine to have some peace deal with Russia, because Russia kind of got the things it wants, and Ukraine can avoid further lives being lost. So props to Ukraine for that. That's just my opinion, if you agree with me. I'm Vietnamese, so I don't really understand the Donbass situation. I have to apologize for that. We can have a Euroscepticism, yeah, for Ukraine, because we are Ukraine after all. Europeanism is just really high for now, because that's the situation we're dealing with. Let's got myself some bit of water. We don't have a lot of fuel, so maybe we should ease it up on the exercise, I think. Maybe we can make some shifts, who knows. Maybe just we just need some convoy for now, because naval warfare could be, you know, we could invest in some naval warfare, but not much. Just an enough amount will be suffice. Just to see if my virtual camera works. You might never know. I think it's working. Oh, we are needing a lot of equipment. It's just again we don't have the military factories, huh? This is like a... Is this transport vehicle? Looks like to be transport vehicle for me. We just need some fighters there, that's all we need, right? Oh, this like transport vehicle. We just cancel on that and try to make some infantry equipment. Oh, why just I think we just gonna cancel all this. We're not a strong country, first of all. But let's see if we can have some you know, international help. I don't want to, you know, join on the Russia side, because that would just be boring, and we want to cause some war, you know. I know I'm a really pro peace, but in games like Hearts of Iron 4 you need to have war. Hello? What happened? I kinda just got lost my infantry production. Weird. It's not outdated, so let's just build this. Oh, Chechnya is done. That's just unfortunate. The Chechnyan government has gone into exile and the main force have capitulated to Russia, who is now control of their home area. And I don't really know oh, where the Chechnyan government could have gone for now. Like after all of this, right? I have no idea because I haven't learned much on that. Maybe they're just in exile into, you know, countries like US or EU or stuff. Although the struggles between Russia and Chechnya are over, Russia is still at all-out war, and the fighting continues elsewhere. Probably just you know, send in the assassin, try to kill all the Chechnyan brothers. And this is a jammer, holy shit. Let's see how much can we build before we prepare for all this. Time flows kinda slow because I think it's just my FPS problem. I cannot run it on, you know, 60 FPS. Put the texture quality to low, resolution to lower, maybe. Well, I need to restart my game and I won't do that. Just put that for now. And yeah, we also have like custom models for all the units and stuff. In Millennium Dawn, looking real nice, those people. And I have to say, I need to stop my arms. I need to stop my arms playthrough as of now because you know, it's kind of controversial to do stuff. Not like if playing Ukraine is more controversial than that. But you know, the arms and you know, the Great Trial. I mean, it's kind of fictional. Maybe I would resume it sometimes, but I'm just not up for Russia right now. It means, and because we are in YouTube after all, gotta censor all the, you know, Russian opinion, and I would have to point that out. I would have to, you know, resume my arms playthrough elsewhere. That's what I meant. One day we might be playing, we might one day we could play Russia again, but not for now. Ukraine is more you know, in a YouTube alignment and stuff. And we have some of this. We can buy some infantry maybe. We can buy some infantry equipment, like some firearms and maybe some firearms, maybe some money though. I know we have enough of that. We are having some debt. Oh, and this is the economic mechanic, I think. I cannot do anything as of now. You need some PP for that. But higher interest rate could be a problem to the pupil. So I would have to advise against that for now. So the United States Naval Command has reported that the destroyer USS Cole was attacked by the Al-Qaeda network, killing 17 American servicemen. I think those are the terrorist organization. if I recall correctly. The American intelligence report point to the government of Sudan as a possible supporter of the two attackers. Sudan, where that might be, I kind of forgot. Just right here, nearing the Red Sea. That's where Sudan is. Just right between Egypt and Ethiopia. Salafist outlook, that might look concerning, I think. That might be the tourist organization we are talking about. I don't know if my channel gonna demonetize by playing this video game, but we just have to wait and see. Who knows? If it happened, I would, I would think twice about streaming it in the future. Referendum resort implementation as a plan. The Verkhovna radar will proceed to the implementation of the popular will. The voting will take place very soon, but now there are discussions between the leader of various parties about the introduction of amendments to the draft law, which will not only deprive deputies of inalienability and create a two-chamber parliament, but at the same time increase the role and strength of the country's president. Right, we need to keep an agenda, you know. Keep an agenda and get a lot of support to our government. Just getting some water. Talking is really tiring, but I need to think of things to talk. And so if you have anything to say, just say it in the comments, and I'll reply 100%, I guarantee. Unless it's spam, then I have to block it. Imagine if we recognize the Taliban. That'd be quite a meme, huh? I don't know what we should, do first. But we should spend some PP on this first. Let's check our DJ if he's working alright. He's working alright, I think. And I know, maybe we can invest. I think we can invest in this game, right? How that works, I don't know. Let's see the construction. It will take forever for us to, build those factories. Let's see if I have anything to read as of now. From see I had. Ouch. And If you would like, you can join my Discord server because I'm really active in Discord sometimes. It's just when I have time, I just go on there to see if any of you have any message for me. And who knows, I can even make you mod, but you're a mod. But just don't beg for it though. That's what I say. You earn a mod if you earned it. It's just Discord is not working as of now. So that's a shame. We just ran through our first month and it's been laggy. I have to apologize. It's just the way my computer works. So our playthrough is gonna be, you know, our playthrough will have to be a bit longer than it used to be. That everyone used to has survived for. That's what I meant. Sadly, Vladimir Putin's Russia delivered a swift blow to our aspiration to keep foreign meddling out and weaken our sovereignty, and our dependence on foreign influence have been reduced. Obviously not cool. How can Russia just accept Ukraine as like a sovereign property, you know? This coming from you know, Ukraine, not me. And a lot of people having you know, arguments about stuff like that, but it's just you know, for me peace is always an option, you know. But you have to have some deal first to, you know, have a compromise to have peace in the future. And Russia kinda, you know, backed out right now, so I would say props to them. Just checking down next right now, there could be some you know, revolutionaries. Do we need to, you know, pull our troops to that? I think that will, you know, have some effect to it. Who knows? It's kind of janky just to select this. Let's see. Sorry, I'm pretty noob at Hoi 4 as well, so you have to excuse me. Maybe we could have some construction speed, who knows? No, because we don't have a lot of it yet, so we don't want to. Or maybe we don't need this to be exercise, right? Just some helicopter exercise. And what's going on in the world? I have to say, Subcat. Hey, welcome to the stream, Cloud Hinter. Good to see you back. Good to see you back, Cloud Hinter. And he's a mod in our Discord, which you can join in the pinned comments down below. And good to see you back, Cloud Hinter. Hope you enjoy the stream, and we'll have a great time going through House of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn. And I'm kinda playing in Millennium Dawn this time because playing TNO would be kind of controversial because I still have my playthrough on ARMS and I do want to complete that, but let's just hope the tension would rise down, you know. So playing Ukraine would be a better idea. What you would say? Comments. I mean, how you doing? I'm doing good. A bit, you know, busy as of now. I mean, as of back then, but I kind of completed my work, and so we could have some free times today and tomorrow. I mean, I would have some new works being assigned, but not for now. So we could enjoy our bit of a stream today. And I hope you have a great time as well, Cloud Hinter. And I love that you keep being a support for the stream and keep providing contents for all of us. And I will respond to any of you in the comments. So if any of you have anything to say to me, please just speak up, and I will reply. And you know, any comments could be interesting to go through, because there's nothing going on in the world as of early Millennium Dawn, so we can talk much about stuff, you would say, right? We still have our Korea over here. Sudan, the Sudan situation, I think. How can I exit this mode? Hello? Just how that is sometimes. How would I deactivate this? I don't know. Click and hold the mouse button. I'm kinda get pissed off about this, I think. It's just the edit mode. It's just so weird. What, like this? Maybe we need to toggle it off or something. Weird, I don't know. My friend, the Chinese here. The Chinese has always been here, my friend. They have infiltrated the world with the Confucian institution, I would say. I don't know what's up with this. I have to fix it, but I apparently can't, which is weird. No. I can just delete the order, maybe. Weird. But alright. Maybe it's still fine. It's still edit mode, so that's not fine at all. I can just I can't select countries just because of this fucking thing. Weird. If you have any idea how to disable this, please let me know. Oh, maybe I can select now. Maybe. Alright, looking good so far. We'll let the time flows. The most land attacked by Russia is from the Caucasus. Caucasus, huh? Again, I have no idea on that. Maybe we just maybe we can build some land fortification if that's what you meant. I don't know if you can do that in Hoi 4, honestly. But I'm just playing it, you know. Indonesia? What's going on in Indonesia? I have no idea. Never knew that there was a war in the first place. Even though, you know, it's in Southeast Asia, but I haven't pried much into Indonesian history. That's what I meant. But maybe there's just some uprising in, you know, those islands, because Indonesia is like a diverse country. There's a lot of different groups, so to say. And Vietnam still holding on to, you know, the Hoàng Sa, the Spratly Island over here. I mean the Trường Sa, this is Hoàng Sa, but this is Trường Sa, according to us. We used to have a lot of islands here, and now They just belong to China. Demand for political support. One of the party leaders which opposed the new law put forward a specific condition that can change his opinion. I think we need to do it. I don't see the point of spending PP as of now. Just do it. We can have a bit of tax cut. That will reduce the tax rate. We'll leave it for now. I don't know if you can do that in Hoi 4, like building. Oh, I mean there is building force in Hoi 4. Sorry. Like over here. Yeah, but for now I'm just building fighters because we need some economy. That's all. But maybe in this mod we can tell other countries to invest in us, maybe. Haven't any clue of doing that yet. Maybe I should check on the tutorial first, huh? I need to pay debts again. How do I do that? Maybe just go over here and stuff, right? Maybe clicking here or something. Alright, over to the next one. Okay, just close it down this. We can get some. Oh, this one is good. But we need to support pro-Ukraine first. And how do we do that? Support pro-Ukraine. Where do we do that? Why it certainly would come as a shock and cost a high political price and forever rule out the possibility of Leonid Kushner returning to politics, that there is an open possibility to retire, spend some time with the family. This guy is controversial, I think, right? Maybe we can hold a new election. It's that time of the year, I would say, right? We could leave that on hold for now. We could have some foreign influence to us, I think. Or maybe just combat against it. Not doing any of that yet, I think. But how do we, you know, just support Ukraine, pro-Ukraine parties? This I need to, you know how to do that first. Maybe just go to this. I just go to this, why not? The people are being called upon to vote in the great referendum. It is proposed that the president be given additional powers to better serve Ukraine. The referendum outlined the reduction of the pupils' deputy to from 415 to 300, essentially like 2 out of 3 that the creation of an upper house of parliament allowing members of the Verkhovna to be arrested without the consent of the parliament, and finally allowing the being blocked and all. We're doing that, I guess. Nothing else to do, just getting that out of the way. I don't know, we should get officer corp. Let's see. We can modify the government first, so always a good thing to do. Some rampant corruption. We want to change that. Can we change that at least? Right? Daily non-aligned support. Daily non-aligned support. Oh, this more. This gives more construction space, so it's worth to do that. Maybe we will stack up our PP just for that. Yeah, I'm planning to have some focus tree with the Baltic region. Maybe we can establish our independence from both EU, the West, and Russia, right? I think it's like the best way to go with all of this. Like the Baltic Sea, like the Baltic Black Sea Union. This focus tree over here looks interesting to me. It goes against, all odds and all in real life timeline, right? That is the best way to do with all of the against all of this. So we're just going independence from, both the West and Russia. Maybe we can expand ourselves into all of them. Who knows? I doubt so, because we are still a small country as of now. We still need a lot to do. And a lot, I mean, it could use your help, If you are familiar with this mod, just let me know what I can do. Local protests, some oblasts have been experienced a growing amount of protests, causing great amounts of stress in the region. It's truly troubling the people that we allow this violent displays with the open disregard to us. I mean, in our timeline, we just let them protest, right? But in our timeline, we also crack down on them, but that wouldn't be too much. I think we just need to ban protests altogether. That's an efficient way to do that. They just raise the chance of revolt by 2, but this would lower it just to 1. But less stability is the problem. I wonder what the stability right now, right? It's definitely not this, because it's like a separate mechanic. Like the 18% right here. It's just 18%, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done. Because over 15 protests would be a real big problem. Maybe we can send out the National Guard, right? Would lower some treasury, but that needs to be done. There's some offer from Germany. Yes, that's right. We can have some civilian industry, huh? I mean, Germany belongs to the West and not, the Baltic region, but should we accept that? Maybe for now we should accept that, but in the future we have to worry about that later. Again, I want to, open to the Baltic region first. But that we have to do for now. And did my PP just gone away? Because that looks problematic and I just want to get this. Hello. That's just sad. Oh, I did take a decision, I forgot. To, send in the National Guard, but that has to be done. We'll take some PP focus soon enough. And just check our situation with the war, yeah. Afghanistan war is still going. The West is pretty holding on to this and the non-aligned outlook. Mohammed Omar, kinda remember that guy a bit. Iraq is just being Iraq. Uganda having its own war as well. Yeah, they are just a long border goal, as you can tell. State interest doing a confidential meeting with a representative of one of the parties became to mutually beneficial agreement that might affect the outcome of the future vote. This will affect the state interest, but the result is worth a candle. Some state interests. Again, spend some PP, but a mutual beneficial agreement that might affect the outcome of the future vote. It will affect the state interest, but the result is worth the candle. Yeah, I mean, democracy, huh? That is the question. I think we should go like a medium path. There should be some democracy, but not too much. That will end up like US censoring its own stuff, right? I think the middle point is what we should do, and we should also make some friends with our Norwegian brothers as well. Why not? They also have their own kind of censorship, I would like to know. Again, there will be more content to the channel real soon, but for now I just want to relax and have a chat with you all. How does that sound, huh? These people are still going at it in Myanmar. It's like the Myanmar war has been 80 years already, and it's still going. And it's kinda insane. But that's just Myanmar in a nutshell. Even though in the world map it just looks normal, but that's all the Western ploy, just to keep us from the controversial and stuff, right? They don't want us to think much about controversial stuff, but that's just how Myanmar is, always unstable. Vietnam is still stable as of now, but Myanmar is just potentially fucking the head. Cambodia has some interesting color, I would say, and they are kind of more in line with China. That's what we also think. They're also in line with China as of now. Kind of planning a way to retake some territories from Vietnam, because look, maybe just close this window. They don't have any claim, I think. Maybe in their focus they would have claim to Vietnamese territory, but that's just how it is. We used to invade the Khmer after all, right? Like a few hundred years ago, we used to invade the Khmer Empire and got ourselves the south. There's some, you know, there's still some separatists from time to time, but our government is strong to deal with that. It's just from Cambodia's perspective, you know, they still really want those territories back after Khmer. And there's some Iceland over here. Hello. Yeah, right here or something. But that just doesn't show on Hassan Island, unfortunately. Or maybe it is the small island over here, which should belong to Vietnam, but for some reason belongs to Cambodia. Alright, that's done. And what next? Maybe some of this. But we can't do that as of now. I still need to, you know, do this. But I don't know how to do that as of now. Just saying if there's any decision we can take, really. Because it's really limiting in the early game. Maybe this, we can only do that, so why not, right? We can do nothing, unfortunately. Alright, let's take some of this at least to improve our economy. Why not? Let's just do that. Solving the economic issue. And if you don't know, I chose some ramen style remix for this video, and those music won't get copyrighted, so why not, right? I'm a big ramen style fan as of now. Still a lot need to be done about this. Maybe there's no need for that just now. Just keep the manpower as of now. We need to keep some manpower essentially. Maybe it's just safe first. And in the future, I would like to make some videos about AOE2 as well, if you catch my drift. Like I have some, you know, projects on that as well. Dangerous pollution, the Green Parties within Ukraine have started to voice their worries about to the public. They speak in a large forum in every oblast. They are saying fire is some of the worst to work in Europe. The factories are relics of the old and reckless expansionism. People are starting to call. I mean, reducing pollution is important and all, but I would say there are some, you know, clean methods instead of pollution method, right? So we could change. I mean, just keep the industry as of now, but we could change it to be green in the future. It should decrease our efficiency cap. Yeah, it is a good idea. It's time to vote. I think I haven't done anything with the voting. Fuck. Should have done it, right? And I don't know if oh, let's just search actually. Millennium Dawn. Baltic. Baltic line, Baltic path, focus tree. Alright, let's check ourselves right before we going into this.
Welcome back to Compound Level Up. Today we're here again. Holy shit! Welcome back to Hearts of Iron. Like I just said, Jace, we're here because of a very special update to Millennium Dawn. Okay, so there's been a new update. It was released on Halloween. I hope you guys had a nice Halloween, by the way, too. I'm also doing a face cam today, just because I thought I'd try it out. If you like it, tell me. If you don't, if you hate it, just let me know as well, so I.
How do we go through the Baltic tree? I'd like to know if there's like a tutorial about this. Unfortunately, it just doesn't show because it's just YouTube and YouTube being a pitch engine, so we cannot search for stuff. Also, my chat just doesn't move for some reason. Hello. Weird. Huh? And now it moves. Just because it's not in focus. Weird. Have to keep it in focus by minimizing it, I think. Maybe. Let's just do that. Fuck. No idea on that, huh? Maybe we just go with it. It's time to make a final decision. Vekhofa Radar will vote for Yo DJ. Don't sleep on the work, you know. If the majority of the necessary vote prevail, the parliament will become bicameral and goddamn, it's just maybe the oligarch. Maybe we'll go to the oligarch part. Why not? Many opponents and supporters have gathered around to the question of this referendum. Some say that such a decision can significantly empower the president. Others, on the contrary, look at innovation as the path to parliamentary and democratic republic. But who will be right? Only time will tell whether Ukrainian people take this. That's just democracy, baby. Greeks election. new form of the government for the Greeks. So they went with the western part, huh? Alright. Not a problem for us to think of as of now. And still a lot of border gold within those guys there. This guy are really western. These people have spoken in a majority vote. The Ukrainian parliament approved this change that the people demanded in the referendum. From this point on, the deputies lose inviolability. The parliament becomes a two-chamber, and the president strengthens his role as head of state. The government has now undergone a new change in its constitution. It's time to look forward to, as a country, to decide if this was the best course of action for the people. And the Ukrainian people's reform passes over the last 7 months. Leonid Kuchma and the Verkhovna Rada have held a referendum to begin to empower the president and establish a new upper chamber. The status of the referendum is regardless still questionable. However, it is more than a step at the right direction for the Ukrainian people. The referendum reduced the member of the parliament to improve the powers of the president and establish a two-chamber parliament. So perhaps we are going to the oligarch path. Well, that would do for now. That will do, because we have to establish the whole Baltic region. Maybe reduce on the exercise for now. We're running out of fuel. And alright, our fuel kind of went up again. I wonder if we should improve our relation with Putin. Like honestly, right? I think we should just improve both the West and the East. But how do we do that? Can we improve relation at least? No, we can, as of now. But maybe we do in the future. It's just our own, huge neighbor, and we need to improve their relations somehow. And Brunei is still Brunei. Wonder why Malaysia just don't take Brunei, because I think Brunei is just so different compared to Malaysia. Because it's like an Islamic state. Malaysia is still nationalist for now. Maybe it's improving. Vietnam is still non-aligned, but still really a big Western outlook on Vietnam, because it's Trần Đức Lương, and he's really loving the Western world. Still wars going on in parts of Africa. It's still a chaotic region. It's just interesting to see. Brazil, South America, it's just South America. It never has any war. Right, you have to question about this. Like, why do they always have no wars? Despite their ideology is kinda, being different, right? They just don't have any war despite their ideologies clash, you know. Maybe it's because of the Amazon and it's just not convenient to hold a war, essentially. It's just that in a nutshell. It's just because of the geography. So foreigners killed by jihadists in Saudi Arabia. Well, they are pretty nationalist after all. Scores of people have killed or wounded following the jihadist gun and bomb attack on a housing complex to expatriate workers. Saudi security forces are tasked with defending the complex and reportedly abandoned their posts because upon the arrival of the heavily armed militias, leaving the foreigners and their families to be massacred by the extremists. The Saudi failure has been attributed to the low level of counterterrorism training received by Saudi security forces. The attack has shocked the international community while galvanizing radical Islamists upon the region. The Saudi leader Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud noted has expressed condolences to the victim and their families, and has promised to step up measures to combat extremist militias in Saudi Arabia and bring the perpetrator of this attack to justice. Right, you have to look at the Saudi Arabia situations, right? They do have a lot of foreign claims and a lot of countries which just spill out of Saudi. That's just the region in a nutshell, but at least it's still staying stable in our timeline, you know. But Iraq, you cannot say the same thing about Iraq, right? About Quetta, it's just Quetta. they're still rich, despite being a small country. What? Are they rich? They don't have much money. I'm kinda, surprised that the mod is kinda different. Or maybe it's just not rich yet, who knows. Oh, my phone is battery is running out for some reason. And I use that to read the chat, so I need to check on that. Alright, let's just make sure that it's charged. Alright, time is still flowing. Not a lot going on, but still saying the word. We're having a tour, you know. What's going on over here? That's just Myanmar, right? The current state, the current state of America has invaded Myanmar. Huh. That's funny. I caught myself on that. The current state of America. Huh. Alright, let's see. We have some PP, maybe we can start improving relation. But maybe in the process of improving relation they can have some influence on us, who knows. That could be a problem if that turns to be the case. And I don't know if Russia would have much. Maybe just improve a relation with Baltic borders. Latvia seems to be a great choice for now. The treasure is running out, I think. I don't know if we should, you know, change this. Oh, there's some expenses on display on here, so let's just see. Is my OBS freezing? Weird. Alright, we'll solve that later. But let's see. If there's anything I would like to lower this, but maybe we just can, right? Population income, corporate income. We would like to higher the population tax rate, I think, because why not? But we still need to keep this low, right? Because it's for it's just general population. While the corporate has a lot of money, and we would like to invest more on that. Still, we need some PP to do anything. Kind of useful. And what do we have to do with EU? I would like to question myself a bit. Maybe we can, you know, put our troops in here, I think, instead of, you know. But the Donbass will rise up, right? And we need to, you know, take an eye on that. Take our eye on that. The Donbass region in Russia. It's to Denmark. But there's some foreign claim. Greenland, it's just Greenland foreign claiming on Denmark in this region. I don't know if they can become a formidable nation in the future. Damn, this playlist is pretty nice. And it's not a Millennium Storm playlist or anything, it's just my own playlist. You know, there's a lot of stuff I would like to talk, but it's just too controversial to talk, really. So I'll go again in, you know, checking out the territories and stuff. Like over here, we just have a tiny island nations being free from influences, right? But all these Iceland are US, so they took a lot. You could consider them to be imperialist at this point. They have a lot of relations to in the world as well. It's just Iran hating it's hating the US right now, and you can count on North Korea as well. Surprisingly, China doesn't hate the US for now, and Russia. I mean, Russia used to, you know, want to join NATO, right? But I don't know what kind of happened with that. It's just, you know, it's just impossible for Russia to join NATO, because that's the whole idea behind NATO. It's just being made to, you know, counter Russia expansionism. So it's weird if Russia just fucking join NATO and keep their imperialist tendencies, right? As if NATO doesn't have that imperialist. There I go again. I just want to avoid politics as of now. It's so controversial. Even though I'm like an honest guy, but YouTube wouldn't like me if I talk more about stuff. If I go more on that stuff. Australia being Australia again, the old shithole. I remember there was like a city in the middle of Australia that you know, holding the U.S. military base and stuff. And it's kind of a deal that Australia kind of made with U.S. to have that military base. And what's up with this region? A lot of mud. It's just muddy. And we can kind of miss a strike on countries, huh? Oh, that is kind of raggy, I think. Oh, now this is really interesting, huh? Russia gone communist. Gennady Gruzinov, huh? And won by Vladimir Putin, but at the designated heir of Boris Yeltsin. It appears that the Russian elections are less or far more rigged than expected. Well, I don't know how long can USSR hold for now, but I wouldn't comment on that. I don't know if the citizen in Russia right now is preferring the USSR or, you know, the current government by Putin, right? It just depends on different flavors, but sometimes Putin lie to the residents of, you know, them is still being in USSR and stuff, and kind of weird, I think. It's just people still clinging on to, you know, USSR being an idea, and I feel poor for them. As much as I would like to admit it, Vietnam is still having the Communist Party, right? But essentially it turns, you know, to be a little bit different from what initially it might be. Like, it is to be communist, but it's just not anymore, and we have to live with that fact. And you know, we could rename the party, but that just give a lot of illegitimacy to the party. You know, that could be a problem. So we just chose to roll with that, I think. We're gaining some money, I think. Cannot tell for sure. This playthrough will gonna be horrible because I'm just gonna go blind with this, you know. We have to join EU to be having any of that. So do we join EU? I think we do, because EU is just you know, really non-aligned. It's pretty Western as of now, but we could change that, you know. We could have our two-way union, the Baltic Union and the European Union, and rig the whole EU to be joining our side. That is the plan, indeed. We could gain some stability, maybe. Why not? Let's just do that. Oh no, they are revolting, it seems. Maybe just let them revolt, right? We could add some of this. Maybe. Oh, we can go with this. That's interesting. Ukraine relies heavily on its industrial base for its economic growth. The major city of Kiev, Lviv, and Zaborska all contains some form of industry that has driven their growth throughout the years. We must keep this trend, or else we stagnate. So let's just do it. Have we done this focus tree? I know. Maybe we can go with both. Oh, it just gone away. Alright. Maybe we want some non-aligned support. Yeah, let's just do it. Why not? I don't know if my motor is working. It just does sometimes, huh? Maybe we will stream for 4 hours, so we have 2 more hours to go. I just want to stream short. I just want to have a short stream to address the channel, right? Because I have been busy. And I would like to make some AOE2 videos in the future, if you catch me drift. You know, just to let you know that I haven't abandoned Hoi 4 in my channel. And maybe we could stream some Crusader Kings or EU4 in the future, because I already own EU4 and I kinda got a campaign with Vietnam, but it's kinda on hold. EU4 would be a good idea for the channel, I think. Those people are still going at it. Pretty savage. And what do we have to say about the Somalia pirate, huh? Are they winning? I mean, if they won, it will be pretty historically accurate. And on top of that, we just have the conservative Somali. Somalia is more of a pirate nation. The nationalists as well. They have some cool flags. I have to give them that. I never saw that kind of a thing before. Do they have a focus tree? Is what I'm questioning. They don't. They don't. So feels bad. Just have the vanilla focus tree for now. How about Somaliland? What's up with this? Still vanilla focus tree though. I wonder if Ethiopia has a focus tree.
Welcome to Zanzibar Systems. User Rosenrod 1723 is
Oh, Ethiopia does have a focus tree, so interesting. That's kind of interesting, right? It does have focus tree, a not really large one. Where they could join the sides like China or US and stuff. Or perform their own communist government. Hello. My phone kinda lagged out, so that's fun. They could align to China just to... Wait, what? I mean, the communist part is a national communism. Yeah, they could have two different communist part, like national communism or just being aligned to China. Very funny. say even China isn't a communist as it used to be, right? At least I can talk about this stuff like China. I could talk about China. China isn't a really communist as it used to be. Like it's really corporate as you can tell, and the people being suffered for it, and the whole Xinjiang thing and stuff. The ethnic minorities being rounded up and stuff. You'll see this being normal in Hard 4 or EU4, but in real life it's kind of horrible to think about, and it's like a point that the Western that's the Western government trying to make. And you still have a Xinjiang deniers, Xinjiang as atrocities denier, and I would like to point that out. Ceasefire between Ethiopia and Eritrea. Oh, that war. I kinda heard about that war before, but I couldn't bring myself to tell the details. The hostilities declared a ceasefire. Since the conflict started in 1998, the Organization of African Unity has been trying to propose a peace plan. So they kinda solved the thing. They have a lot of similarities to each other. What is causing the beef, I don't know. Again, it just to us, right? To us living in the Western world, or in Asia, or in the US with or with internet and all, they just don't care much about the situations in Africa, I would say, or in South America, for example. But in South America, it's just peaceful for some reason. Nations just don't go at it against each other in South Africa, but in Africa they do. That is kind of weird if you think about it. Well, back then there was just the infamous Falkland conflict. Falkland is still belongs to UK as of now, but it will happen, right? I think it happened in the past, like pre-2000 and all. And now the British still holding on to Falklands, right? I have to check my step back on that. And Paraguay and Uruguay, they look similar. Chile being Chile, it's been long. It's like a meme country, It's like a snake. And if you check Poland, Chile is always represented as like an orthodox country, like being a snake shape, you could say the same with Morocco. Morocco as this land. Morocco is still pretty Western, huh? That I feel kind of surprised, but they do actually have some uprising, I think. Albeit a little. They are the Sock Dam. The Sock Dam of Moroccans. Interesting to think about it. Tunisia is still Tunisia, still pretty Western. Libya being chaotic as usual. Egypt is pretty chaotic, but I think their government is pretty strong, I think. So they wouldn't have a lot of uprising. Or maybe I just haven't had my feel of the Egyptian history as of you know, in the modern world. It could get chaotic in Egypt, I can tell. Some nationalist outlook, huh? I need to check my Discord. Someone messaging me? Not really. As always, I need to reduce a little bit, change a little bit of stuff, because it's quite laggy, I think. It's just Hoi 4 and OBS is the main reason for the lagginess. But it's still fine as of now. Yeah, it is laggy, like, come on. Right now it's pretty laggy. Change my economy a bit, I think. I'll raise some tax. What would happen if we got our tax to 100%? Would that just be unrealistic? Alright, let's get that. It's so laggy, holy shit. For some reason. What it seems to be the issue? What it seems to be the issue, huh? Weird. Maybe just a lot of nations going at war with each other, maybe. So laggy. We could try to turn this off, I think. That would do. Ritual. We could put our things to here and just play all this and turn this off. Alright, that will do the trick. Hoi 4 is being really lucky right now. I can tell. For some good reason. It's so laggy that it disconnected my YouTuber thingy. It's so laggy, huh? The VTuber mode program just crashed. That's how laggy it is. Weird. So laggy. Just hold on. We can talk about stuff, you know. Maybe I can tell how nationalist China really is, or Vietnam. I mean, Vietnam and China is kind of similar in prospect, right? But I think China is like a bigger enemy to the West. It's just Vietnam being, you know, its own thing instead of just China. Although we don't censor much stuff like China. Like Vietnam is just China light, you know. We still like the West and all, but we aren't really extreme with our policies and stuff like China. And if you talk about China, you would have to know that they are really rich, you know. It's just extreme capitalism, state capitalism in Russia. It's not like they're communists, but the way they control their economy is really extreme, stuff like that. Where are they starting? It's still being an ass, huh? Weird. The live stream just doesn't work. Weird. There it is. What should I do with this? I mean, the message should kind of display on there, and it just goes down. Right? Does it go down? Yes, it does, but you know, it's still weird that you know, it doesn't display all of it. Maybe I need to configure it more in the future, but it's just gonna be like that for now. Cannot change much about that. And you know, the model just crashed, so I have to relaunch it. Or maybe we could stream the rest of it without the model. Just what we have to deal with. Still relaunching as of now, but in the meantime we're gonna still continue. No election dictatorship, communist dictatorship. What's up with this? No idea on that. Can we join the EU on this? We can wait for 50. Maybe I need to save before doing that. Political support can gone away. Oh shit. My Hoi4 crash. That's so funny, dude. Well, I have to relaunch it. That's just fun. Yo, DJ, we can stop now, but maybe we'll relaunch it. In the meantime, we have to relaunch it. I mean, we still have like an hour and a half without schedule, I know. but it just stuff isn't working right now, it seems. It's very weird because Steam, I think I have to relaunch Steam a bit. Just need to relaunch Steam. And it requires me a login. That's just nice. I think I got, some progress could have lost. That's just how it is. Launch Millennium done. We still need a bit, we still need a bit of waiting. Launch this as well. In the meantime, maybe we can see if there's anything. Does the eye candy is generate determine anything? Just a weird question. Let's see if there's anything more to it. Sweet. House of Iron 4 is launching in full screen. Yeah, instead. So I don't think, so I don't know if this could crash my stream. Because I kind of changed the setting a bit. Alright, let's just wait and see. It's launching in full screen at least. Pretty loud though. And just lower the volume for now. Wonder if the chat even works. That's a problem. I don't want Hoi 4 to launch in full screen because that's just gonna crash my my OBS. Fucking hell. Right. And it's not even fit in full screen. That's the problem. But we still need to wait for it to launch, and only then we can change the setting. A little bit unfortunate on our end, but that's just how it is. You know, I'm still very new to this and all. Right? Right. In the meanwhile, I don't think I can touch much because maybe I can think of some topics. Kind of like I was going on with the with the whole China and Vietnam differences. When I think of other topics. Oh yeah, I was planning to, make a mod for the LE2, kind of like a showcase mod about my city in my RPG, kind of like a city that I have made for my RPG, and it's just a showcase mod. Which you can wander around and interact with stuffs, like interact with the NPC, and there's some like cutscenes and stuff. So that could be a thing, but I don't know if because I'm planning to submit this for a contest like the Pretty Town contest of 2022 of Age of King 7. They're hosting that kind of contest, and I would like to submit something at least. So I'm just planning to make that, but I don't know if 1 month is enough for me to make that, because I have to submit it before May, so that's one thing. Or maybe I could make a stream, like maybe I can make a stream, streaming myself, making that whole map and all. Could be a thing that I mean, it's not that enjoyable. Oh, I'm planning to play other games as well as i4, right? But Millennium is kind of interesting for me at first, but I don't see myself continuing this in the future, or maybe I do. It just depends on my mood. But I will play other games, like I already own what do you call it, like Rising Storm 2, right? I'm planning to play that game, and it's an FPS, but and I'm not that good with FPS, right? But it's all about Vietnam War, so I want to play that at least. So Rising Storm 2 will be on the list of the game I would like to play. And besides that, we still have Hoi 4, and I would like to continue ARMS in the future when the tension gonna rise down, I would say. And launching this game gonna take a lot of time. I think 15 minutes minimum. Nothing can be done with that. It's just my PC is not as strong, unfortunately. Besides that, I still have to worry about my in real life stuff as well. So I would like to see if I have any free time. Just sadly that it has to end up like this. Maybe we can, maybe it's just it's the, I would like to end the stream now, I think. But maybe we can hold a lot of stream in the future. Instead of it being interrupted like this, it would just, you know, smaller ones at scales, right? So I could be, you know, it's less stressful for me to, you know, do a lot of small stream instead of like a 4-hour stream. That's just me. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and don't for in the future I think I would go for, you know, smaller stream than 4-hour stream. But instead for something like that, I just need to prepare a lot of stuff first, so it would get less stressful instead of being like this, being laggy, and you have to reconfigure a lot of things. I wouldn't say after this loading it will be safe, right? It'll be fine, but I just had enough of it. I would like to end the stream because no one is watching, you know. And if possible, I just want to have a lot of small stream in the future instead of a large one. So thanks for watching this. This is the first episode of Millennium Dawn, and I could continue this series in the future, so just stay tuned. We'll see if it could happen, you know. And thanks for watching this episode, and I'll see if I can continue. And I will have to design like a thumbnail for this stream after all. And I will plan to, you know, upload a lot more stuff in the future, my travel log. A lot of stuff to talk in the future. It's just I can communicate using my Twitter. And make sure to follow my Twitter in the description for me. And you get updated on my schedules and stuff. Right, and I'll see you in the next episode.